This is my MVP. I'm going to try to be really fast and really engaging because, I'm a nerd and I get into explaining stuff. But the point here is that all the things I see are much prettier than this. Um, and, they're an idea. They have lots of funding. But if you really listen to what I'm saying and if you really look at this is much better. What I'm presenting is much better, even though it doesn't look better. So just pretend we've got all the pretty JavaScript in place, and then I think you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? So this is a website, and I break the screen down in different ways, right? But so this is just a URL, ledger.church. I just pick random URLs sometimes and grab them. Broadcast. I'm doing a broadcast, and I'm broadcasting into a new sort of medium, and that medium is cryptocurrency itself. So I'm using digibyte. I'm using an inexpensive cryptocurrency. However, the sort of king of the cryptocurrency where you can do this sort of thing is in fact Satoshi Vision, because you can burn these images are burned into transactions. These aren't on IPFS. These aren't on some site somewhere. These are in the currency themselves. These are the transactions. They're in the transactions because the transaction allows that. That's what makes Satoshi Vision so special. However, what I'm showing you is not the best thing possible. It's just an example. Okay, and so I'm showing you this example in digibyte because digibyte is cheap, it's fast, and I don't need to burn images in right now. That becomes really problematic because it's too much power, right? All these things that you see, these great startups that get funding and everything, they are showing you the maximum of what they can do at any given point. What I'm saying is the maximum is far beyond what I'm showing you. I'm constraining things down because this technology is so free and open and powerful that that's the only way I feel comfortable even communicating it, is limiting things, okay? So here's how, and it should even be limited more than this, but here's just an example, right? And the example is that you put a link in here, like this YouTube video that I find really funny, that I always am making reference to, right? So I'm going to copy the link, stick it right in here in the URL, paste it in, and have a little YouTube flag. This is, let's see, who's the creator? There, I've posted it before. So it just gets stuck in again, and this is the, I put a title in here. Hopefully I spell it right. Because, yeah, I've posted this before. Because if you don't spell it right, it's in there forever, spelled wrong. These other tags, if I want to put your address and put, 700 digibyte, I could do that, right? I could put your address in here. I wouldn't want to put one of these fake addresses, but I could put a real address, or I could put a fake address, but just not send much money to it. And then, some amount, right? And but I'm not going to do that right now. So creator, title, URL, and I click submit, okay? So, and this is going right into the digibyte network. Now, you could do this with any network. You could do this with whatever currency you wanted. That makes this really powerful, right? It's really powerful. Because I'm sending information into a system that's larger than myself, and you can do the same thing too. I have another site like this. You can have multiple sites. I'm gonna click off of that. So here you go. Here's basically part of the transaction, which I see as a contract. And I tie this contract right here to this number, 44591, and I embed it in the transaction that I'm about to send. So that connects me using my phone, using just the standard off-the-shelf digibyte app, because Koinomi's not working right for me right now. You can use whatever application you want. All the pieces in this are replaceable. This website, this ledger church can disappear tomorrow, and it doesn't matter. The app on my phone can disappear. There, I scanned it. I'm gonna send. Just about to put in my password. Just takes a second, and it's sent. Okay. Now, normally this part here changes, but I'm fiddling with it, right? But if you look down here, you can see this is the address that everything sends from, right? So I can just watch the number of transactions, and it'll change. Everything's already done. It's going to go through, and it's going to change. Also here, I show you on the site. But this is the important. See, there it is, right there. Apocalypse Newscast. Right there's the link. So I just put the link into this system, and the system is bigger than my website. It's bigger than my service. It's bigger than anything I can do. And that's what's the differentiator. It's just like email is bigger than Microsoft. I know you guys think, what? No, Microsoft and Google are the only things that do email. No, that's not true. You used to be able to run your own email server, whatever. So this is free. See, now you can see it here on this remote site too. You can see that link here. It's going to be the one on the top. See, it's that same number, 44591. Somebody can look at that and say, well, I don't know what that means, but there's a connection between that and let's see, there should be one more. There's a connection between that and the data that I just sent out there, right? This this newscast thing, right? And there it is, right? Apocalypse Newscast. You can see it out there. You can drill and spin through all this stuff. Like, let's say you want to see all the YouTube videos I sent, or anybody sent, right? There they are. They're all right there. You can do this on whatever currency you want. I would avoid Ethereum and all that smart contract stuff because it's not necessary. So much of what people tell you is not necessary because, and once you see and understand this, that's all you need to do. This is Web 3.0. This creates new solutions. So, and people are starting to get it. People are starting to help. I need granola funding to keep going, to keep the lights on, and then I need actual, funding. I could show how this is monetized. It's monetized because it's money, right? I just charged myself basically 60, 70 cents to do this. But that's not gas fees. That's actual money. That's it. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. I hope that made sense. It makes sense to some people, but it's funny that the people that it doesn't make sense to. There's all sorts of people that go, I understand. I don't see how you could ever market that. This is an entire way for people to communicate with each other where there's no central authority and control. It takes the concept of the Bitcoin white paper and simply extends it out from just being about money to being about text, to being about data. And so we are connected through our financial transactions with each other. And those can be big and those can be small, and everything can be seen. So that now when you say that you are a philanthropist and you're giving and you are an incredible giver, we can see it. We can see it. In fact, you don't even have to say it anymore. You can just give. and then we'll see how awesome you are. How about that, huh? It works great, unless you're kidding, right? Unless you're kidding about how much you're giving. Then you're not going to like this. This is not for you. This is for somebody else. But I think there's a lot of those somebody else's out there. I think this obviously makes sense. And, one day I'll get that fixed so that it clicks over to this page. But it doesn't really matter right now. Hey, thanks for watching. Sorry if I rambled. Message me.